screwing things up. Oh boy. Hello and welcome to the Casual Fan channel. I'm Ben.
And I'm Emmy.
And today we're going to be talking about the up and coming things that we're excited about and how we think they're perfect to for the new fan. Things that can help you jump into these worlds that seem to already be established and why they're all brand new and shiny and cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I forgot what we're talking about first.
Defenders.
The Defender series. Oh yes, I wanted to talk about the Defenders because if you somehow didn't know, Jessica Jones recently came out, and Jessica Jones is one of the most amazingly written and acted series. Not only that Netflix has produced, but that Marvel has had their hand in. It's the second in a series called the Defenders series. The first is Daredevil, Netflix's Daredevil. That was okay. Jessica Jones is amazing. And next in the series is Luke Cage, followed by the immortal Iron Fist. Go and Google those names, or listen to our podcast, which you can find in links to other places, and we will tell you more about them later. What did you tell us about the Defenders? You got some really cool points.
I'm really excited about the Defenders. One of the big things about getting into the Defender series right now is that it's not too late. We're only got 2 different things in right now. We got Daredevil and Jessica Jones are the only ones that are done, and the whole entire only 1 season each, and the whole thing on Netflix, easy to get to.
Yes.
How I started getting into
the convenience is what makes it like the best part. That they're establishing not only like this. It's not a new cinematic universe. It's part of Marvel's cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But they're establishing a whole new ground
side
level,
of it,
realistic side of it.
Yeah. These people are more down to earth. Hell's Kitchen, taking care of smaller, just things about them kind of stuff. And it's cool to see that side of the superhero things.
And even Jessica Jones, like, it even isn't a superhero story specifically. It's a detective show with superheroes in it, honestly. Yeah. While Daredevil is its own unique thing. And Luke Cage is looking to be a very grounded, character-based story, which is great because if you feel like you don't know these characters and you can't relate to them and you don't know why you should start getting interested, these stories are going to tell you. You're going to learn to love them by watching these. What's his name called? Immortal Iron Fist. The Immortal Iron Fist is the one I'm most specifically looking forward to because that's when they start to introduce magic. And the magic is
fun.
Crazy. It's crazy nonsense that they haven't touched yet, and let me tell you, that weirdo-ness, I don't know how they expect the general audience to understand that.
Yeah. You don't think we're ready for it? Yeah,
and the only other time they've kind of touched on it is in the Doctor Strange movie, which is coming out next year sometime, maybe early next year, mid next year, and featuring Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, I said it right because that meme is stupid, and it's gonna that's all about magic, and it's gonna be cool. So you can't cough on video.
I'm good.
The Adventure Time movie.
Yeah, the Adventure Time movie. That's coming up. Yeah, we realize it's gonna be kind of hard to be excited for that since there's 7 seasons of Adventure Time out.
7 seasons.
There's a lot of catching up on to kind of maybe get it, but we don't know what it's gonna. Do you know what it's gonna be about?
No idea.
Yeah.
No clue. Which means you may be able to just watch it and enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
You could watch the SpongeBob movie and never seen SpongeBob before.
True, but it's another if you're into the animated gig like we are, there's another Cartoon Network miniseries produced by Patrick McHale that's coming out, and I believe, from what I understand, it's a sequel to Over the Garden Wall, the first Patrick McHale miniseries, which, if you didn't watch our last video, we talked a little bit about. It's amazing. It's a piece of art. And Patrick McHale, I love everything he does. He's a very cool guy, very cool artist, and that's exciting too. That's something to look forward to. Over the Garden Wall, I believe, is still on CartoonNetwork.com. If not, you can definitely find it somewhere. And check it out. It's cool. There's no preface to it. Nothing you need to understand before you watch it. It's 10 parts, and it's an experience.
Yeah.
What you got? What you got?
About Over the Garden Wall?
No, what's up and coming?
What's up and coming? You know what's up and coming though? We're going to next Thursday?
What's that?
Star Wars!
Oh, snap.
So hyped for Star Wars.
That is next Thursday.
Next Thursday. This wonderful Beyonce got us tickets to the midnight premiere.
I got us tickets to the midnight premiere,
I'm
and
really excited about it.
again,
the world is excited about Star Wars coming back. I feel.
Star Wars is kind of exciting to get into now because Disney essentially took everything that happened before they bought Star Wars and said, "Hey, that's not real. That's the retcon. It means it doesn't exist anymore. It's not official. It's not canon. It's not actual storyline." And they have planned a whole slew. I think 30 plus books plus episodes 7, 8, and 9, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, and 9.
No.
Yeah, there's 6 out. Yeah, 7 episodes, 7, 8, and 9, and then movies in between. All those still based in the Star Wars universe. They plan to recreate this the entire world of Star Wars. So if you want to jump in,
it's okay to get in now.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to jump in and be like, oh, okay, I get to learn this world from the ground up because they're building it from the ground up, and you have no obligation to know any of that previous shit.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
But you should.
I don't at all. I watched the movies. Stop there.
Oh yeah.
KOTOR was fun. Movies, big movies. For some reason, Marvel thought it was a good idea to release all the movies they're going to do for the next 20 years or something. So did every other company.
Up until the year 2020. And then there's a few that they have planned, but they don't know when they're going to release them.
And Marvel's a difficult beast to get into, because if you want to enjoy the Marvel movies, you have to start off all the way, like, almost 10 years ago with Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Iron Man 1. Even farther back than that, technically, you start with the Hulk movie that had Edward Norton. That is actually the start of it. And I don't even know how long ago that thing came out. Ooh, that's a mess. And that's a very strange decision for them to make, because we, the audience, are going to change
and evolve. What we want is going to be different.
Yeah, and every Marvel movie. The positive thing about it is every Marvel movie is the same, so it's either easy to watch. If you just want to, like, you can start anywhere. Just start anywhere. It does not matter. Just watch them in any random order.
When I watched
they're very
the
simple.
Avengers movie, all I had seen before that was the Thor movie.
Yeah.
So, and I really enjoyed it.
It's alright. But I think they're all alright.
Yeah.
And DC is starting their huge cinematic universe, and they're, I feel, the most comfortable to jump into, because the Suicide Squad is coming out soon. Tons of information that has been released, and Suicide Squad is the start of their whole cinematic universe. They have an extremely extensive animated movie collection, if you didn't know, and those are fantastic because they're not for children. Take a drink every time she coughs on camera.
I'm sick.
Excuses. Then they are starting with Suicide Squad, and now you get to just start there and watch the rest of this madness play out, because where else are they gonna go from there? It's their decision. They decide, and we get to watch it from the beginning. Is there anything? Oh yeah, the next X-Men movie is coming out. I mean, there's not a whole lot of Oh wait. If you don't count all the Wolverine movies, there's not a whole lot of X-Men movies. There's like 4 of them. So X-Men Apocalypse is coming out soon. Those are pretty easy to watch as well. You can go through all of those.
There's a spin-off.
Yeah. There's also the tons of other spin-offs. That's another conversation we'll get into our podcast that you should check out later after the video. But that's all we gotta say about films. I'm not a big movie guy personally, and it's harder to jump into the movies at this point because they have planned them out so long.
Yeah.
But other than that, in the YouTube world, we have a new sketch comedy series coming out called Nuclear Family. The YouTube in general. Yeah. On YouTube, there is a new sketch comedy series called Nuclear Family. The channel is called Nuclear Family. And if you would just like to expand your horizons or jump into the YouTube universe, or just you'd like stand-up comedy and want to find different variations of that, you like Key and Peele, and you'd like to find more of that style of comedy and humor, Nuclear Family is probably going to be a good place to start and check it out. So I recommend that as well. You had some kind of BBC crap you watched.
We got a Doctor Who spin-off kind of thing coming up. Class. It's gonna be. Not sure. Not really sure what's going on.
It's aimed towards young adults, which I don't necessarily know what young adults are. Is that like 16-year-olds or is that like 22-year-olds?
But also over there, 16-year-olds are like college students.
I see it exactly. I don't know what the young adult series about the BBC
but it's
is.
young adult series written by a young adult author.
Yeah, who has never done. He has never done a TV series before. He has only done young adult books, which I think is a good thing because comes from the mindset of only ever aiming his art towards the young adult audience. So he's gonna be the guy to know how it's supposed to look and feel. Yeah. But Stephen Moffat is also an executive producer, so it's going to have the Doctor Who vibe. Sure, and that has potential, but we haven't seen or heard anything much more about it yet. So
we know it's coming, but we know
it's coming, and we know there's no requirement for you to watch Doctor Who to get into it. Yeah. So that's something you want to get into. If you feel like trying to jump all the way back to Christopher Eccleston is too much, and the first season of Doctor Who is too lame for you, and Matt Smith is really your favorite Doctor, and you love how cool and zany he is, Class is going to be the show for you. If you feel like 2005 Doctor Who is too early for you, and you're more oriented towards what they're doing now, Class is what you'll probably enjoy. So for what I pick up. That's about all I got. There's a little bit in the comic universe. If you enjoy the Avengers and those movies already, by any chance, the Scarlet Witch is getting her first comic book series. I don't know if it's her first, but she's getting a new comic book series. The first issue's coming out this Friday, next Friday, last Friday. It's
on Friday.
Look
on
for
a
it.
Friday.
Look for it, and it's a new.
Where was it we saw her?
The Avengers.
Okay.
She's in the Avengers: Age of Ultron. She is the brother of Quicksilver. I almost forgot that. And it's something you could check out if you're trying to get into the comics and you're already a fan of the Avengers. Other than that, if you'd like anything else more, there's a podcast called
Not Nerdy Enough
on SoundCloud.com. You'll find a link either up here somewhere or down there, or maybe even annotations. Who knows? Look in the doobly-doo. If you know where I stole that from, you get $1. Not really.
No, we don't have $8. You get an internet high five. If you got it. Okay.
Alright, we'll see you next week. I'm Ben.
I'm Emmy.
And this has been The Casual Fan. Up!